Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Shanika Marie and we are back with another video. So today I felt led to do this video. I'm not sure why, but I like to be obedient when I feel like God is leading me to do something. So I got to be obedient. So here we go. So today we're going to talk about how to get through heartbreak or how to get through a breakup. I've had some DMs from some women who have asked me about, like, how did you get to the relationship you are in now? Have you ever been through any heartbreaks and different things? So that might be why I felt led to do this video. I'm not sure, but let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so how to get over or get through a heartbreak or a breakup. So a little backstory, I have actually been through a lot of, I can say heartache, breakup, whatever you want to kind of call it or whatever. And so I feel like this might be why God led me to do this, because for a long time I kind of strayed away from giving relationship advice because I always felt like, hey, I didn't have the best road, I didn't do it the right way. But God uses those tough experiences that we go through, those things that we don't want to talk about, those things we want to hide from people, to actually heal and help someone else. So I think this is why he is using me in this season. So I'm just here to give advice. I know our journey isn't the same. All heartbreak isn't the same. So I would just give my advice, give you some things that I personally did to get through the heartbreaks that I've been through. And yeah, you can apply them, try them, and see how they work out for you. Okay, so I'm gonna just get comfy. Over here, we're all about just being transparent, and we laying back like we talking, like we in front of each other. Let's act like we in front of each other, okay? So number one is, okay, which one do I want to start with? Okay, number one, one of the things that I did was I had to ask God to not take away that person from me, but remove that person from my life, because I wasn't strong enough to remove that person. And I'll go into details about what I mean by that. I didn't feel strong enough to leave that person alone. If we just gonna be honest, I didn't feel strong enough. So I remember one of those hard days, like it was one of those days where I just felt like my heart was literally, you ever felt like your heart was gonna fall out your body, like fall out your chest literally? It was one of those moments for me. And I remember just asking God and just being honest, like, God, I don't think I can leave this person alone. So I'm going to need you to remove this person from my life. I need you to do it for me because I don't feel strong enough to do this. And maybe that's you. Maybe you feel like, man, I want to give this person another chance. Or maybe you've given them chance after chance after chance and things are still not working out. They're still doing you wrong or whatever they're doing, and you just don't feel strong enough to leave them alone. Ask God to help you. God is here to help us with everything, not just the big things, but even these things that matter. That all of these things matter to him. And so I just encourage you and I challenge you today is to ask him for help. If you don't feel strong enough to leave that man or that woman alone, ask God to help you. Say, God, I'm not strong enough. I need you to remove this person from my life. You hear me? Okay? Do that. Number two, block them. Now, I know everybody be saying, we need to block people and all this, like cancel, like, no. Okay, so here's what I mean by that. So block them, meaning you have to block them. Like, I am a firm believer and I have walked this out in my own life, but it wasn't until I blocked that person and I wasn't constantly seeing them text me, seeing them on social media, seeing their family posts, their sister, mama, brother, anybody, friends, close friends, seeing them pop up on their timeline. I had to block them on everything. I had to block friends, family, you name it. I had to do it if I really wanted to get over this person, or at least until I was in a space that I felt healed. But that was a key point. Well, not point, but key thing I had to do to really heal and get to the place where I was actually ready to be in a relationship, a good relationship, if I can say. But yes, you have to block them. And sometimes we think we're strong enough to, like, you know what? I still want them to follow me because they need to see what I'm doing, or they need to see that I'm doing good. Actually, no, they don't need to see anything that you're doing, because every time they like your post, you're going to think about them. Every time they don't like your post, you're going to be like, oh, well, I know they saw my post, or maybe they just being funny or whatever. You're still thinking about them. So having them still follow you, even though y'all just broke up, and like just basically trying to entertain them while not trying to entertain them. If you see my drift, you see what I'm doing there? That's why you have to block them until you're in a healed space. Okay? So that's number 2. Number 3, allow yourself to heal before you go bleeding on someone else. I'm going to say that again. Allow yourself to heal before you go bleeding on someone else. What do you mean by that, Shanika? If you just got out of a relationship 2-3 weeks ago, don't go on trying to go on no dates. No, we're not doing that. Do not go on a date. I know a lot of times, and you know what? I'm talking to, a lot of times I do these videos, I'm talking to my old self. I wish I had this advice when I was doing things I knew I wasn't supposed to do and dating people that I knew I wasn't supposed to be dating. But I did this. I remember, getting out of a relationship and going to date someone else and just trying to get my mind off that person. It didn't work. It did not work. And it can cause heartbreak on top of heartbreak, because what if something happened? You start getting into it with this person and something happens with that person, and then you got heartbreak on top of heartbreak. And it ain't gonna work, sis. It's not gonna work, sis, or bro, whoever's watching this. Like, do not go out here trying to date someone when you know you're not in a healed space. If you just got out of something, that is not a good idea. I don't care what culture says. I don't care what other women or men say. Like, no, you need to be in a healed space before you go try dating anybody. Okay? So let's recap. Number 1, asking God to remove that person if you feel like you're not strong enough to remove that person out of your life. Number 2, block them. Block their mama, sister, brother, everybody, their best friends, anybody that you know that they might pop up on their timeline. You might see them comment on something, or friending something, or liking something. Block all them, okay? Block them. And number 3, allow yourself time to heal before you go bleeding on someone else. And number 4, this is key too. God is so good, y'all. And I wish I could, you know what? I'm going to find it for y'all. But number 4 is writing down what you would like in a woman or a man. In a woman or a man, whoever's watching this. But write down your dream person. And not just dream person, but because nobody's going to be perfect. But write down the characteristics or the qualities that you actually want in a person that you want to date, And I did this in my single season, even after I got out of the breakup, when I felt like I was in the space of like, okay, God, can you show me what kind of man I need, or what would be good for me? And I started to, I just started taking notes. If I saw something on Instagram, I saw a man did something for his wife or something, like, I would write that down. Like, God, I would love a man who would take me out on date, who would have a date night once a week, or I'll have a man that'll take me on surprise lunch dates, or whatever, whatever you desire, write that down. I ended up writing down, I had a whole list, and I remember talking this list over with one of my best friends, Tiffany. And I wish I can find it, y'all, but I'm a writer. So when I tell you I have so many journals, I don't even know which journal the list is in. I might have thrown it away if I'm honest. But I wish I had it so I can see, because when I tell you down to I just remember a lot of details that I actually wrote down in my journal. Trey is that and more. And I also say, while you're writing it down, I would submit that to God. I remember also praying over that list and submitting, like, hey, God, this is what I want in a man, but what do you want for me? And so just taking that list and praying over it and talking to God about it, and also allowing room for God to, basically, when he brings that person, you're going to see like, hey, I didn't even think about to write that down or think that I need that. But that's how God is. Like, he knows what we need before we even know we need it. Okay. So God is just amazing. And I just want to encourage you today while you're just watching this, like, God cares. He definitely cares about heartbreak. And I actually wanted to suggest a devotional for you. And this is a devotional for women, but I'm sure it might be a man's devotional out here somewhere. But since I'm a woman, I actually picked this up. It is actually called Healing the Soul of a Woman Devotional. And it's by Joyce Meyer. I don't know if I said it already, but it's 90 inspirations for overcoming your emotional wounds. And a scripture that I would like to tell y'all to meditate on, to read it every day. Read it and just ask God, to actually show you what he means by this scripture. And the scripture is Psalms 147:3. I don't know if I said that right. Psalms 147:3. And my favorite version of this verse is in the TPT version. So if you have the YouVersion app, change your, is it language? No, it is your version. I'm sorry. Change your version to TPT and it'll read, he heals the wounds of every shattered heart. And he, meaning God. God heals the wounds of every shattered heart. And in the New Living Translation, it reads, he heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. So it just basically reminds you that God cares. He cares about your broken heart, that he is here for you, and he wants to heal your broken heart. And also, a really good thing I love about this devotional is they have a declaration after your devotional. So you have a devotional, you have a scripture to think about for the rest, to kind of meditate on for the day. And they also have a declaration. And so the declaration for this particular devotional is, God is healing my broken heart and making me whole. I know you may feel broken right now. I know your heart just made you feel shattered. You just feel like you can't go on, because heartbreak is real, y'all. It is a real thing. And a lot of times we don't talk about it as much. We get that advice like, oh, you're going to be good. Just get over it. You can't it's a process. It is a process. So I pray that this video encourages you. If you would like for me to do more videos about relationships, put some comments at the bottom of this video. Not at the bottom, but in the comment section. Comment and let me know what you would like for me to talk about as far as it goes, like with relationships. We're going to be talking more about, I have a life coaching video coming up. What else did I record? Talking about therapy. It's a lot of good videos coming up on my channel, so stay tuned for that. Okay, I know this video was a little random, but I really felt led to do it. So I'm praying that whoever needs this, that it'll fall on your phone, on your computer, on your iPad, however you're looking at these videos. Okay, I pray y'all have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, peace.